Staying lean doesn't require a meal prep Sunday. It doesn't require a gym bag, a food scale, or a 6-day training split. Most people believe fat loss is complicated. They've been told it takes discipline, sacrifice, and suffering. That's exactly why they keep failing. The real answer is simpler than you expect, but it works on a level most people completely ignore. Your body doesn't care about your workout schedule. It cares about the small decisions you repeat every single day without thinking. And the biggest ones aren't even happening on the days you're paying attention. Because here's what almost nobody tells you. You can eat clean Monday through Friday, hit every workout, drink your water, do everything right, and still not lose a single pound. And the reason isn't your weekdays. It's the 2 days you stopped watching. Saturday and Sunday quietly wipe out the whole week for more people than almost anything else. Nobody warns you about it, because just chill out a little on weekends doesn't sell a 12-week program. So let's do the math. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Say you eat a little under your needs 5 days a week. You're building toward real fat loss. A few hundred calories down each day. Then the weekend shows up. Brunch, a few drinks, dinner out, dessert. Because hey, it's the weekend. A lazy Sunday of picking at snacks. It is shockingly easy to eat 1,000 calories over your normal day, twice in a row. And just like that, 5 days of effort, gone in 2. You didn't binge. You relaxed a little, twice. Without noticing. Your body has no idea it's Saturday. It only counts the weekly total. So the trick lean people use isn't being stricter. It's that their weekends don't swing so hard. They still go out. They still drink, still get dessert. They just don't treat 2 days as a free-for-all to reward 5 days of being good. And the biggest thing tipping that weekend swing is the one nobody wants to hear about. Alcohol. By the way, if you want more honest stuff like this that nobody else will say out loud, go ahead and hit subscribe. It's not just the calories in the drinks, though those pile up fast. It's what booze does after. The second there's alcohol in you, your body slams the brakes on burning fat so it can deal with the alcohol first. It treats it like a poison it has to clear out. So for hours, fat loss is just on pause. And then there's the food. Nobody's eating a salad at 1 a.m. after a few drinks. Alcohol drops your guard and turns your hunger up to 10 right when the kitchen's still open. Drink a little less on the nights you drink, and you've changed more than any diet tweak ever would. Now let's talk about the food you don't even know you're eating. This is where "but I barely eat anything" comes from. It's the bites. A handful of your kids' fries. A nibble of cheese while you cook. A spoon of peanut butter straight out of the jar. The last few bites off your partner's plate so it doesn't go to waste. None of it feels like eating. You're not sitting down to a meal, so your brain files it under nothing. But your body, it counts every bite the same. People who swear they eat almost nothing are often eating a whole extra little meal a day, just in scraps they never clocked. You don't have to stop. You just have to notice. The moment you start seeing those bites for what they are, half of them vanish on their own. Most weren't even hunger. They were just there. Here's a weird one that has zero to do with willpower. The size of your plate. Same amount of food on a big plate looks like a sad little serving, so you pile on more. Put it on a smaller plate and suddenly it looks full, like plenty. Your eyes decide you're full almost as much as your stomach does. Lean people tend to eat off smaller plates and bowls without even thinking about it, so a normal portion looks generous instead of depressing. Sounds way too simple to matter. It works exactly because it runs underneath you, where you never have to fight yourself, and those portions, somewhere along the line, got completely out of whack. A plate at a restaurant is often 2 or 3 times an actual serving. We've been trained to think a full plate equals 1 meal. So we clean it because that's what's in front of us, and we were raised not to waste food. The move isn't ordering some sad diet plate you'll hate. It's deciding before the food even lands that half is going in a box. Box it the second it arrives, before you start picking at it on autopilot. Now you've got tomorrow's lunch, and you didn't feel deprived for 1 second. Same meal you love, half the hit. Eating out doesn't have to be a fight you lose every time either. The lean people who eat at restaurants constantly aren't working off some secret menu. They go a little lighter earlier in the day if they know dinner's going to be big, so it evens out instead of stacking up. They order what they actually want instead of the salad they'll resent, because that sad salad just leads to raiding the cupboard at 10 p.m. anyway. And they slow down enough to catch when they're satisfied. That matters more than any single food choice, because your brain takes a solid 20 minutes to catch up to your stomach, inhale your food, and you blow past full every time. That's the one rule worth keeping, and it costs you nothing but a couple of minutes. There's also a mental trap under all of this that keeps people stuck for years. The all or nothing flip. You eat one slice of pizza, decide the whole day's already wrecked, so you might as well finish the box and start fresh Monday. That one thought does way more damage than the pizza ever could. One slice is 100-something calories over. The, well, I already blew it spiral is thousands. Lean people just don't think like that. One off-plan thing isn't a failure. It's a Tuesday. They eat the slice, shrug, and the next meal goes right back to normal. No guilt, no making up for it, no punishment. The meal's over, life keeps going. That refusal to spiral is quietly the strongest thing any of them do, and it's completely free. And right next to that one lives a sneakier trap, the one that hides as a reward. You finish a tough workout, and your brain goes, I earned this. A treat. A bigger dinner. A second helping because you put in the work, right? The problem is the numbers don't even come close to matching. That sweaty 45-minute session might burn 200 or 300 calories. The reward you hand yourself afterward is often double that. Easy. So you out-eat the workout in about 4 minutes of snacking, and then wonder why all that effort isn't showing up. It's not just after exercise either. A hard day at work, a stressful afternoon, a long week. We're constantly telling ourselves we deserve food as a prize for getting through stuff. And look, food can be a joy. Nobody's saying live like a robot. But the second eating becomes the trophy for every effort. The math quietly tips against you day after day. Lean people tend to treat their workouts as something they do for their body, not a coupon they get to cash in at the fridge. The exercise is the reward. It already did its job. Catch yourself the next time you think, I earned this, and just ask if you actually did, or if it's the habit talking. That one pause saves you more than almost any food swap could. Now the basic stuff still counts, so here it is fast. No pretending I'm reinventing the wheel. Protein at your meals keeps you full, so the urge to graze drops on its own. Moving in little ways all day, the walking, the stairs, not sitting frozen for 9 hours, burns more than any single workout ever will. Both true. Both worth doing. And if you want the deep dive on those, I've got so many videos breaking each one down because this entire channel is built around helping you lose fat and get leaner. So definitely subscribe and check out my other videos. Because notice something, neither protein nor walking is the thing actually standing between you and a leaner body, because you might already know them. The weekend swing, the bites you don't see, the plate playing tricks on your eyes, the all-or-nothing spiral, the reward you didn't really earn. That's the stuff that's actually been costing you quietly this whole time. So here's the honest version, and it's almost annoyingly calm. You don't need a meal prep Sunday or a gym you can't stand. You need your weekends to stop canceling your weekdays. You need your bites back on your radar, and you need your brain to quit treating one cookie like a reason to torch the whole day. Shrink the plate, box half the meal, drink a little less on the nights out. Stop finishing food that was never even yours. None of it's hard, none of it's dramatic. That's the whole point. That's why it actually works in a real life. The women who stay lean for years aren't tougher than you on a random Tuesday. They just stopped letting the quiet stuff erase all the loud effort. Fix the parts nobody told you about, and your body finally gets to keep the work you were already doing.